Hello, it's James from Finney Electrical, and on today's video we're going to be installing some sockets in a house. We're also going to be installing some floodlights on the outside of a house. And here's Hayden. Right then, so we've just gone through the full job with the client. We've mapped out all the socket positions, we've mapped out where he wants the lights. So we're just going to get his tools out and then take you through the job. Right then, so we're in the property, so we've got a socket to install here. In this room we've got a TV socket to fit there, and a socket to fit down there. Behind the door we've got a socket to fit there. I'm actually going to drill through, and on the back of this master point we're going to put a little slave there. So a slave is basically a phone socket. So a slave is basically a phone socket, which isn't the main one, so it's just any other phone socket in the house is called a slave. So that's that. In the kitchen, so in the kitchen, Hayden's marking up already because he's a legend. We've got a socket to install there and a socket to install for the TV there, so there's going to be one there, and then finally there's some sockets in the bedroom upstairs. So upstairs there's a socket for the TV here, and there's going to be a socket down here. So all we'll do is just extend the ring and fish the cables through the wall to the new points. So that's all the sockets that are going to get installed. So we'll do them first, get it all done, and then we'll move on to the lighting and explain what we're doing with that later. So Hayden's just marking out the positions at the moment. So what we're going to do is basically hold this up at the right height, draw around it, and then once you cut it out it should be perfect for your box to fit in. When you cut round it you want to be 2mm round the edge, just so the box fits in and you got a bit of playroom. Right then, so we'll just chop out this socket. The socket is slightly bigger than the actual back box, so you've actually got a lot of tolerance around there which will cover up the 5mm gap. So we'll just get this chopped out now. That perfectly fits in there. Then, so once you get your socket on, as you can see, it covers up any flaked plaster. Not plaster. Right then. So the customer's a legend. He's got some Belgian chocolate Rocky Road bites. They're well nice. Not on a coffee. Can't beat it. Right then, so there's a socket going on the other side of this wall. So what we're going to do is do it at the same time, seeing as we're doing this one. So we'll extend the ring from here next door, then from there to this socket, then from here back. So what we're going to do is just drill through the back of this socket, and wherever it pops out is where the socket's going to land basically. Right then, so we've got his socket fixed there. That's nice and solid. Hayden has done that one. He's done a top job.
I left my snips in, John.
We left your snips in, okay. Right then, so we've drilled out the back of that one. I'm going to send a cable through there to this one, so I'll pop through this hole here, then we'll come from here to that other socket and then back to the original socket. So we'll get this levelled off and fixed, and then we can start wiring it up. Right then, so we've got that socket in on the other side. So that's second fix now. So that's looking great. On this side, if you look here, so the two cables here, the existing cables, one of them is going to attach onto the one going through the wall. One of them is going to stay in the socket, and then it'll go from there to the socket in the wall, and then it'll come through into this one. From here it'll come through back into the socket and wire into here. So as you can see, we've extended the ring. So that's them sockets all back together. So they're just perfectly level. So we've got this extra socket there, and we've got the extra socket behind it. Look, that extra socket there then. So let's move on to the next sockets now. So we'll probably do the TV socket. So we'll do this one down here and the one up at the top. So we're just going to flat back the carpet so we don't get any dust on the carpet, and then we'll do a nice neat sweet job. So we've got his socket second fixed. I don't know how much time lapse start looking then. Yeah, just finishing off that socket. We've got a socket down here, so we've got a final connection to do down there, and then these will be powered up. Echo, turn on living room TV. Look at that. There you go, that's my little minion tidying up, well done mate. So they're second fixed now, they're all powered up, and they're looking great. Alright then, so we've just got this socket in here to finish off. So that's behind me there. So there's a socket going for the TV above and a socket below. So that's the old socket that we've took out. We'll have to incorporate that into his wiring. So we'll wire from here to here, here to here, here up to there, and then all the way back. And then we'll extend the ring there. So we've chopped out the wood for that one, so we've got that box fixed, that's perfectly level. We've got these back boxes in. So yeah, we'll turn the power off, the existing cable coming in, we'll connect that onto his new cable, and it'll go out to these sockets and back, and then the new cable coming back will connect back into this socket. So we'll leave heading to do that. Right, so next we've just got to install a switch fuse spur here, and then we're going to drill through to outside and then clip the cable across to the light. So I've just marked out this box, so we'll just cut this square out, we'll get this box installed, and then we can actually spur off the ring once. So we'll take a cable out of here into here, and then drill from outside into the back of the box, and then run the cable along to the light. So what we're going to do is just get a screwdriver through there, tap on the inside of this socket, and there's these knockouts that just push to one side. So if you give it a wiggle, it'll pop out. There's actually a hole there now. You can see my finger in there. See? So all we'll do is get a grommet in there and get the cable through from here to here. But first, we're going to put this box in the wall. So what we're going to have to do is measure to one of these holes and use the windowsill as a guide so we know where to drill from outside. So we'll take a measurement from here to the edge of the window, and then from here upwards to probably this height here. And then when we go from outside, we can just copy those measurements, and we should be within about 20 mil. So if we aim for middle, we'll end up coming out on one of these. Right then, so we're just going to send this big drill bit through the wall. So I'll do, we've marked that up there, the measurements, so it's like 440 across and 420 down. So we're just going to drill through, but we're going to drill from a slight angle. So it landed in the middle of a brick. So what we're going to do is just drill on a slight angle upwards, just so water can't get into their property.
Ta-da!
So I just had a look where we've come through. We've come through perfect, look at that. So we've come through this hole here, so that'll lead to outside. What we'll do, we'll rod it through this breeze block, past the cavity and through the red brick. Yeah, go on. So that's gone through now to there. So what we're going to do is clip that cable along this mortar over to the light. So that light will probably bang right in the middle of that window there. Cable's in, it's looking mega neat. So the hole we drilled through there, we've gunged that up, we've clipped it along, and it goes into that box there, so that's looking pretty sweet. So that's wired in now, so we've got us 3 cables wired into live, earth and neutral, so we're just going to screw that back now. So that's that done now, so that's that switch fuse spur. So when you flick that on, that powers up that light there then. That's his new light on the wall there, so that should light up that garden nicely. Right then, so we're just fixing this light up now. So the customer's bought this light here. So what we've done is drilled through into this gap above the garage, and we've drilled a hole just past this door so you can't see it, like a big hole. And what we've done is just passed the cable through, it'll drop down to the hole, and then we can do a connection there to power it up. So we're going to take the flex from this one, the flex from that one, and the flex from this one, and do one connection and then bring it all the way back to the fuse board. So there's a cable through here for that outside light, so the customer's done that already. So we'll clip that up along and do a connection there. And here again, he's left it on the drill on this side, that goes through to the outside light. So all we have to do is grab our cable, which should just be there somewhere. So we'll just have a look for our cable. So this is what we just drilled, so it's obviously bust the other side. Oh, look at this, straight in. So that is from the outside light that we just fitted. So what I'm going to do is tap this cable up, along, and do a connection there. And the cable there we're going to tack up along and bring that into the same connection. And then we'll bring a twin and earth all the way around and down to the fuse board. Right then, so that's that cable clipped all the way up to there. As you can see, we've got a junction box there where all the connections are. It runs all the way along, round, and up to the fuse board. So what we're going to do is just drill a little 20mm hole in top there, put a compression gland in, get him through and get him wired up. So that's wired in now, so we've got this cable clipped along and down. So that goes into this breaker here, so it's nice and neatly done. So what that does is power up this light fitting here. So it's a nice up down light there, this light fitting here, and the light fitting up there. So he's going to put some smart bulbs in here so we'll be able to control them. So they're just perfectly powered. That's got a little PIR security sensor on, which will just pick people up when it's night time, and it senses heat movement. And that's this job done. So that's us done for today. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we're next uploading. As always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next one.